we can send that to her. So this is for Deidre so that she can see the most important part. So we've kind of been talking about, you know, where to get started and whatnot, but this is the rewards that are available for you guys specifically. Can you see that chart that says Fast Track Rewards? I'm gonna move it over here a little bit. Can you see this? I'm gonna send this to you, and I want you to print out a copy and put it, two copies, print it, put it on your fridge and put it on your bathroom mirror. And here's the way this works. So as you get started, this is your pathway to success. And you can go at any speed that you want, but I'm going to explain to you how it works. All right. So here you are, your start date. I know that Deidre got her kit ordered on October 13th. That goes right there. And you just kind of work your way through here. Okay. So you
is it the date they signed up or the date they got their kit?
The start date is the day they ordered their kit. Okay.
Okay.
Then there's going to be a 30-day date, and I just happen to have Caitlin sitting here, but I don't have. Do you know what Deidre says? Because day number 1 is honestly the day it lands on your doorstep. So if Caitlin, you got yours today, that means that actually I'm looking. Your 30th day is November 30th. I'm sorry, scratch that. November 18th. And your 90th day is January 15th. So Pampered Chef, within the first 30 days and 90 days, they give you these rewards. And here's how it looks, okay? So as you get going, doing online parties, when you reach your first $500 in sales, you're earning the paycheck for that, but you also get a nifty keen little bonus. It's that ceramic egg cooker and a mini scraper. So that's wonderful. So you can be cooking with that for getting ready for school in the morning, and then also talking more about it in your parties. Once you hit $12.50 in sales, you get the first piece of cookware. And if you haven't seen this, I happen to have one of the pots sitting right here because we use it as our cash recruiting pot, but check it out. The handles come off, and these are dishwasher safe, and you can put them in the oven, and they're lifetime warranty. So you get your first piece.
I have that one right here. Hold on.
Yep, cool. That's
so
right.
Caitlin, even if your roommates are abusive, you can use those because you can get them replaced.
Yeah, you can use them. You can use metal on them, no problem. You can put them in the dishwasher, and so you'll get your first skillet is an 8-inch skillet. So woo, that's marvelous. So you're earning a paycheck as well. And then as you keep on going, you're inviting more hosts to do parties, to come and join you. You're connecting and doing the steps that we're teaching you. You're keeping your calendar filled. When you hit $2,500 in sales, you get your first piece of stainless cookware. And this stainless is amazing. It's, if you haven't seen it, it's got a stainless mesh over a nonstick surface so that nothing sticks. But
it's really easy to clean.
Yeah, and it's super easy to clean. Yeah, you can use it in the oven. Again, dishwasher, lifetime guarantee, all that. Okay, and then as you're going on, when you hit 5,000, and Brittany's just about to do this too, hit 5,000, you get that freaking knife block set. So all of our professional forged cutlery knives, the block, the shears, the honing tools. So Pampered Chef's got all these rewards for you. All right, and that's wonderful. But I don't know about you, but I need to make the mortgage, and we need to make the rent payment and all of those kinds of things. So cash is king, right? And I want you to be earning the cash. So you need to be aware that when we have this kind of like a formula that says for every 4, add 1 more. And what it means is for every 4 parties you do, you can pretty much expect that you are going to have at least 1 person who wants to come and do this as well. And Pampered Chef rewards you for that. So within your first 90 days, when someone joins you, they give you $100 cash bonus when they reach their $12.50 in sales, as well as 50 PC dollars, which is Pampered Chef dollars. You can get any other products that you want for free. And so you just have a bank with PC dollars. So let's say that your friend Sally says, oh my gosh, or your roommate or whatever says, oh my gosh, I want to do this too. And they ask you questions. You go, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. What do you do? Let's call Shelley. We get them on this phone call, get them started as well. But as you line these up, $100, $100, $100, $100, when you hit 5 people who have joined you, you're what we call a director. And when that happens within the first 90 days, which is actually a lot of, I've got 6 different teams just about to hit this milestone now, you get a $500 cash bonus, and so does your recruiter. So if Caitlin did that, she'd get $500 and Kathy would get $500. Okay. When you stay a director for 3 more months, they give you another $500 cash bonus. And that's $500 for Caitlin and $500 for Kathy. Okay. And as we're going along, what we're finding is that for every 4 parties, folks are in fact adding 1 person. So if you're doing 4 parties a week, you're adding 1 person a week. If you're doing 4 parties a month, you're adding 1 a month. Even if you're just adding 1 a month, let's say that Caitlin has a girlfriend who joins and gets started this month, and then we get her started, and both of you have somebody who joins next month, and then the next month you all have somebody who joins that month. That makes you a director by December. Okay, because it's a grand total of 5 people. So ta-da, you get that $500 bonus, and so does your recruiter. But let's say one of those friends that you invited, they do the same thing and they become a director. They get a $500 bonus, and in this example, so does Caitlin. But guess what? You promoted to the next level, which is advanced director. And in this rewards program, when you promote to advanced director, which means you have 1 director, you get a $1,000 bonus in addition, and so does your recruiter. So Kathy then gets another $1,000. And same goes. If you stay an advanced director for 3 months, they give you yet another $1,000, and Kathy gets another $1,000. So in this scenario, you've already collected $3,000 for yourself, and that 1 person or more who did the exact same thing, you are collecting the extra 500, 500, 1,000, and 1,000 for that person. Or my gosh, maybe 2 or 3 people who join you go nuts for this because they want to pay cash for Christmas as well. And they're inviting other folks as well. So Pampered Chef, you really have the opportunity to earn $3,000 for each person who you welcome going forward. And I want to drill this in because this is unlike anything else that we have seen. In 19 years, Pampered Chef has never, ever, ever done this. And they set this all up for us with a ton of cash sitting on the table. So for you guys who are brand new, there's $3 grand sitting on the table available for you. And I would be utterly and completely remiss if I didn't make sure that you know the options and the possibilities as you're right now as you're getting started. Does that make sense? Caitlin, do you have any questions about it? Would you be okay with an extra $3,000 in bonuses?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. How about an extra $100 cash bonus in addition to your paycheck that you're earning?
Yeah, I like money.
Do you want me to send this to Deirdre, or did you already go ahead and do that?
Say that again?
Do you want me to send the fast track to Deirdre, or did you already go ahead and do that?
She probably hasn't seen it. So if you want to go ahead and add it into that new, the new teammates group and tag her, and that way Caitlin will get it as well. That'd be a big help.
Okay.
Okay. But as you guys do get into Dash, that form, that sheet is right there. And when you open up your kit, I'm pretty sure there's one of these in there. Okay.
Yeah. I plan on opening it all tomorrow.
Nice. Very good.
And you should videotape yourself. And you can put that on, you can videotape yourself opening and showing your stuff, and then you can put it on your Facebook, and then get people excited about what you're getting.
Do you guys have are you in the dorms, or do you guys have an apartment, Caitlin?
Oh no, I am 25, so I definitely do not live on campus.
Not on campus.
But yeah, I live in an apartment with one of my friends who graduated already, so she's a working woman.
Marvelous. You guys make dinner every night?
I do. She eats out a lot. She's a probation officer, so she works crazy hours.
Oh, she.
And she has a bigger income.
Right now, yeah. Oh my gosh, that quick cooker. Throw rock solid frozen chicken, one of our meal starters, a chopped up onion, maybe a couple, a head of broccoli or some carrots, and hit the button and put it on like 12 minutes and it's done.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I eat a lot of, have you heard of the Whole30?
Yeah.
I eat fairly close to that pretty much all
Awesome.
the time. So
awesome.
I'm excited for easy cooking.
Cooking. Mm-hmm.
I think it came with a ceramic pot, right? So you could cook chicken in the bottom, and then you could do your broccoli on top or rice on top at the same time, Caitlin.
Stack it.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's very cool. So as you open up that kit, if you're already making dinner, you invite a couple buddies over to help you make dinner, help you open up the kit, right? Delegate. Yeah. I bet you're good at delegating. So everybody opens them all up and ta-da, and then you just chat about this and just be forewarned, because they'll be like, oh my gosh, how does this work? I want that too.
I know.
Yeah.
I opened up some of the stuff with my roommates.
Did you?
Slowly let them put it in the kitchen, because
awesome.
Living with roommates, things get destroyed. So that's my hesitation with some of the stuff.
Was she shocked at your boxes?
Huh?
Was she shocked at your boxes?
She hasn't gotten home yet, actually. She's still at work.
Somebody's got a fax machine. Yeah.
Okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah. So really what you want to be thinking about is, and I always kind of advise for our new consultants, if you have if you're a notebook kind of girl, grab a notebook that you designate for Pampered Chef. And I know for me, I started thinking about people, and those names would hit me at 3 a.m. and whatnot. Like, oh gosh, so-and-so is in an apartment, is always talking about how challenging it is to make dinner. And so you keep track of those names as they hit you. Do a great big brain dump and a list of names. Put a $sign beside anybody's name who needs extra money. Put a little heart beside anybody who loves to cook or loves Pampered Chef, and those become the folks that you reach out to. And then as questions hit you, make sure you're capturing those too. And then when we talk, when you and Kathy talk, or when you and I talk, we just run through and check your questions off, and then you kind of blast through this awkward stage of training as fast as possible. So and I'd really recommend, Kathy, have you guys talked about having Caitlin do a launch party? And do you have that set up?
We have not. We were both gone over the weekend.
You guys were both out playing in party. So Caitlin, does it sound fun to be on Facebook, to be a host, and let Kathy be your consultant, although you are the consultant and you're earning the paycheck and getting all the host rewards? But that way she can demonstrate for you how these online parties work with you and your friends. And as they want to book, then they're booking on your calendar. How does that sound?
It sounds fun and overwhelming. I'm not a big social media. I know I'm a millennial, but I am not a huge social media on my phone person. Like this weekend, I literally didn't even have my phone on from Monday through Sunday. So
nice.
I can't even imagine.
I love not being on it. So part of it is like, oh no, but
okay.
Hey.
Well, the online parties, you as the consultant are kind of doing stuff in the background. So,
right.
And you typically sign in the morning. You can do it from your computer. You don't have to do it from your phone, but sign in the morning, send your host their things to post, do a quick scroll through your party and see if anybody's asking questions and who's popping out as having like big wish list items and then we have a really nifty keen way of keeping track of it all. And then you do it like maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening, and then set it away until the next day.
Yeah.
Does that sound like that would be better?
Yeah.
Okay. And if you need to on your phone, then there is text. I mean,
right.
my personal superpower is systems. And so when I saw this whole thing, and by the way, the entire every step is written out in one great big document with screenshots to show you exactly what to do, step by step by step. And it's available. And what I did is I took that and implemented it. And as I was doing it, I started setting up checkoff systems and systems so that I could run around doing my day and playing volleyball and doing all the things that I do and be able to manage 5 or 6 parties at a time and teaching others.
She uses Excel. Caitlin, do you use Excel?
Microsoft Excel? It's seriously not necessary. I've got people who love Excel, and so I've got the checklist there. But Kathy likes, Microsoft Word, and so she's got her checklist in Word. But the support is there so that you can do it based on the way that works best for you. If you tell me that working from your cell phone is not your favorite, then we can show you another way.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then the first step really is setting up, and we start our online parties on Friday. So if it was me, I'd start an online launch party for you this Friday. And then Kathy then starts doing the steps that you would do for your host so that you can experience them. Are you good with that? Okay. Want to go for it?
She's on mute.
I think my mom set one up already.
No, I didn't do a launch party with you and your friends.
Oh, it's with me and my friends?
Yes, you and your friends. Because you want to ultimately start getting people to host for you that you'll do this for.
Gotcha.
But eventually get out of your own circle of friends.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
So I'm going to stop sharing this for just a second and show you. I actually have, again, Stephen Joseph shared this with me, but this very simple way of kind of keeping track of it all, because sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed. You're thinking like, okay, who have I talked to and whatnot? But this is a super simple little system. I kind of got this packet that's growing. 1 page is a week of contacts that I've made. Brittany, you've been using this, correct?
Yeah.
Kathy?
Well, I mostly use the 4-in-1 now, but I have both.
You have the, okay, yep. But so that 4-in-1, you're keeping track of your hosts.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the folks who you contact and talk with about doing Pampered Chef. So I'm going to hold it up just real closely. This was blank when I got started. Remember I said June? This is the middle of June. And I sent out a message. I'd never done any of these before. And I messaged and contacted a couple people. And so you put their names right here. And there's a column that says 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Honestly, what happens is the first time you say to somebody, hey, I'm doing online parties with Pampered Chef. I've got an opening for Friday. Does it sound fun? Would you like to do that? And they go, no problem. You add their name, you put down the date that you asked them, and you move on to the next person. And you do it by copying and pasting, whether you're on your computer or your phone, copy, paste, you send that message to 20 people. And usually two out of 20 will say, okay, that sounds fun. Or they'll ask you questions. They'll either say yes, no, or ask questions. And when they ask you questions, you come back to us and say, I've got somebody interested. How do I get, what do I do? And we help you through that. But as you're booking people, I highlighted them in yellow. And so this started out with 2 folks, and then these were all the bookings. And then I went on, I had to actually start a second page. And so I've got even more bookings. But my first 2 were Tommy and Kathy. And these are the people that I met through them, through their parties. And then the next week was, I actually met more. I've got Tommy and Kathy, and there were more bookings. But then the next week on June 21st, Mary Lou and Simone booked their parties, and these are the folks I met through them. And the yellow are bookings. And then down here at the bottom are folks who signed up. And we just kept going. Really, week after week, I just filled a sheet. This was kind of a slow week, actually. And then we got a whole bunch more folks who booked and signed up, and more folks who booked and signed up. And see the little columns? Some of these folks I've really only contacted one time. And I need to go back and contact them again, because when you talk to them the next time and say, hey, I'm doing more online parties, is it your turn yet? You put the date in the box. And the first time, most people say no. The second time, a few more say yes. The third time, the fourth time, it's the fourth and fifth times that you start getting people who go, you know, maybe that sounds fun. And this then is the result. And I've done 40 parties since I got started. And we've added, I think, about 16 people from those parties. Okay. But this is my system for keeping track of who I'm talking to. So yes, it's a paper system, but very, very simple. And on the back of one of these, for September, I had to kind of finally start keeping track for the month of September, the weeks of the month, and the hosts of the month, and the Friday start dates. These are all the folks who started their parties. And then I just built a chart for October and November, et cetera. And now we're scheduled out through December and January. Mm-hmm. So as a system for keeping track, does that seem helpful? Yeah, okay, I'll send you that little one as well. I just wanted to make sure you had a chance to see the whole program kind of as it works, how to get started. Do you have any other specific questions? Brittany and Kathy, either?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Has this been helpful?
Yeah, no, definitely hearing more about it.
Okay, marvelous. So do you have some folks in mind for that you want to be sure to let know about the chance, you know, they're on Facebook every day anyway, the chance to either come and do this with you or grab a chance to either attend an online party that you start Friday or have their own?
I'll definitely have to put some thought into it, but I'm sure I can think of a few.
Okay. Kathy and Brittany, any questions or anything specific that I left out?
No,
I think you covered it pretty well.
Okay, all right. So for Deidre's purposes, we're going to stop the recording and same questions to you. What was most important? What was most helpful? And what are you going to do first? Okay, I know that, and her lunch party is in progress, right, Brittany?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll talk with her and follow up with her shortly.